me show you how to play the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling in the key of C. If you want the letter notes for that, you go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. The Righteous Brothers originally did this in the key of D flat, and I've got it in the key of C. It makes it a little more accessible to more people, and it sounds good. I start the melody off down here, which sounds really nice, and it lets you go up in the octave. You can start it up here if you do, but it'll get pretty high. So either way. Now I've got this on a voice piano setting, which gets that little airy sound. And let's get the melody. G, C, F, E, C, B flat. C, F, E, C, C, B flat. F, G, F, G, F, E. Back down to the G. G, C, octave C. C, octave, B flat, A, G. C, octave again. C, C, B flat, A, G, F, G. F, G, F, E. Then we've got G, A, B, C, B, C, B, G, G, E, D, E, D, C, E, D, C, 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 D, A, D, A, B, A, B, B, C, G, B, C, G, C, B, C, F, E, D, C, D, C, B flat, A, G, F, G, A, D, E. And then the bass plays this in the recording, but they have a C, B flat, G, F, E, C, B flat. Leads you right back into the melody for the second verse, which is just the same as the first verse. Now the bass is just going to stay on a pedal C until you walk it up to D, E, F, G, and then for the chorus I'm going to add an open fifth. So C, G, open fifth on D. So I got C, G, and then a D, an A, then a G, D, back to C, G, then just straight C, D, and then when we go to, we're going to play B flat, F, B flat. So we have a B flat unison, then we go to an F, A, back to it, and into a G right there. So we're switching harmonies a little bit right there with the B flat, F, B flat. So. And I'm not going to go any deeper into that harmony. Let's go through it, put it in hands together. Starts right with the vocal. So see, you just hit 4 C's on that. Stay on the C. We're going to go to a D, to an E, to an F, to a G, now to the open fifth. But see, when you get that G and then the D, you've got the full chord because the B is right there in the right hand in the melody. When we get to the second verse, I'm going to go back to that open fifth sound, just for variety. Even though it stays on that C pedal tone, I'm going to throw in that G. It'll give a little bit of extra harmonics right there. Now we have bell tones here that come up. You jump up 2 octaves. Now those bell tones are going to be C, F, E, A, G, D, C, both times. But when you finish that C, you got to come all the way down 3 octaves. So you see, here's the G, 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 all the way down. You got to go to 3 octaves down. So you got to jump from this C all the way back down. And when you come up to, you got to jump up 2 octaves. And you want to try to give a little bit of a percussive effect to those. So they sound kind of like a bell tone sound. Let's go back to the beginning of that second verse. Now, don't hit a G here, because you're coming down to that G. When you get... So during that bell tones, you are going to have C, G, C, but don't hit the G on that time, because you're coming back down. Bell tones. Now this time hit the G, because you're just coming to this octave. You're not going all the way back to here, because we're going on with the melody to this octave right here. Now here we've got a triplet in there. A, C, E, D, C, E, D. So a trip. Then we're into the chorus. Now this time on the chorus, I'm just going to hold the single notes. And again for variety, and it just sounds a little more solid right there. And you've got those grace notes in there. Same here, crush that B into the C. To go into that bridge, so to set that bridge up, we go C, C, F, F, G, F, E, G, F, D, C, and then we got the bridge. Now let me give you the notes for the bridge so that you're ready for it when we get to it. C, C, B, B, A, B, A, G, G, F, E, and then we've got come up here to this E, 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 F, F, G, G, F, E, C, C, D, C, E, D, and then we're going to have a duet right there. C and E, C and F, C and F, B and D. Now I'm going to finger it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to finger this. I'm going to play it right here. So I'm going to play 1 and 3, 1 and 4, then 1 and 2. Or 1 and 3 actually is going to work better. Because then you've got this C, and then we got... Now what I have on there is I've got that duet staying all the way down to this G on this time. If you don't want to play that G, you don't have to. You can just play a C and you can get by with it. You can play. Okay, so it's up to you there. That G is not necessary. It just adds a little sound to it. But we've got this C, C, F, F, G, G, F, D. Now, we've also got some bell tones that come in there. We've got C, F, G. So we're going to imitate it. F, F, G, F, D. And then we come back down. So the bridge, let's get into the bridge. Now when you get down to that, you drop down an octave. What I do during the bridge bridge during the singing, I just have straight notes. F, G, F, C. Then when we get to the bell tones, the fill, then I go back to that pulse. Now they've got a bass player, independent bass player, so they can keep it going, but I simplify that bass so it just makes it so that your hands don't get mixed up there. Got C, C and F, B and G, C and F, and then I just end it with that C right there. Now when the left hand, keep that going C, C, F, F, G, G, F, then to C. So we got, so you keep that pulse going. The vocals just hit on that second note of that pulse. Now they do that ad-libbing here where, and I'll give you that melody. It's E, D, C, F, G, A, E, D, C, C, A, G, C, E, 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 D, C. They prolong this on the F right there. And then we have, I'll show you hands together so you can see. We go up to a G, F, E, D, G. So right there you're going to jump up an octave and come back down. The best way to practice that is hands separately. Then we've got C, E, 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 D, C, E, 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 F, C, E, 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 D, G, C, 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 E, 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 D, C, G, C, 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 A, G, E, 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 D, G, C, 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 A, G. So it goes back and forth. You've got two guys going back and forth with those vocals like a question-answer thing right there. But the bass keeps going. F, G, F, C, F, G, F. Let's just go through the whole bridge section slowly so you can see how it all fits together. For that, you've got 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, 1 and 4, and then that sets you up. So you've got 1 and 4 going to 1 and 3, and then you've got your index finger to play this. So I'll do it again. Fingering works for you right there. Now here I'm going to slow it way down. right into the tag chorus after that. And you just, for that tag chorus, you just want it to sound like the piece is coming to an end. So you'll change the dynamics or the tempo just a little bit. And I go back to the open fifth on that tag chorus. D, A, G, D, C, G. Then we go to straight notes. Do, D, and then to. So, and this time when you get to the tag chorus, they extend that out and they do that twice. You stretch it out. And when I hit that, I'm going to hit a C and a G down here. Now in the letter notes I just have a C, but I think it adds to put the G in there. And then when I hit this E, I'm going to hold that C, and you end up with a C chord. And then you just lift off of it. So here's that tag chorus. Wait for this. And that's how it ends. Hope you enjoy it. Righteous Brothers, you've lost that loving feeling in the key of C.